This Warriors team is so different. It is electrifying to watch. Look at the tenaciousness, right? Draymond Green comes out of nowhere and says, "Give me Alpi. I'm going to clamp this dude." There is no question in my mind. This is a defensive player of the year every single year. Look at this. As we get the one-on-one, we see one thing. Steven Adams gets leverage here on Kevon Looney, but this is why you pick up a Jimmy Butler. Look at this play. Great defense here by Draymond Green. I mean, he is right in the face of Alpi. Shot goes up, and look at Adams. He gets great positioning down low, and so does Jabari Smith. But here comes Jimmy Butler. Look at the athleticism to go up here, get this rebound, get a foul drawn on him, go hit 2 free throws, make him or put him up by 3. This team is different, guys. I'm telling you, you do not want to run into this Warriors team in the playoffs. You better pray you can find a different path, right? And before we break down a ton of film on this game, I want you to let me know. Does the series end next game? Let me know in the comments. Let's dive into some film. Let me show you how they dude. Man, I'm excited. Let's just get into it. All right, look at this play. There's 2 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Look at what we're doing. We're going to come up, set a screen here, initiate a little bit of a switch onto Jalen Green. As we come off this thing, Draymond's then going to go screen the next defender, and watch how this plays out with 2 on the shot clock, right? Side of the bounce play, we then, boom, get the switch on the Jalen Green. Jalen's now playing comeback. He's going to run into that screen by Draymond, sending Steph Curry to the corner, and boom, now we get a switch onto Alpi, and because Steph Curry is so quick, he gets a little bit of separation, and Alpi says there's no time on the shot clock. He's probably going to go right up with this, so he up fakes, gets his guy over him, and then stops, step back, 3, and drains it. You cannot make up what the Golden State Warriors are doing right now, and it is so fun to watch, man. And this is just the beginning. Get your popcorn. Let's just keep going. All right, here's another play I absolutely love from this game, and I felt like I just needed to show you it. So what they would do is they would force or fake these screens up top, and what they do when you set a screen for Steph Curry is teams usually hedge over, right? So whenever you get this type of setup, now you get leverage when you don't actually set that screen. So we call this a little fake ghost screen. As we set that fake screen, they overcommit to the switch. Screen never happens. Now we have leverage. Now that we have leverage driving into the lane, you create weak side rotation from the corner, and now we have Jimmy Butler wide open. Watch this. So as we drive, we kick it over to Jimmy, and Jimmy pump fakes, gets his guy over the air, now drives, sprays out. Now we're playing 5-on-4 basketball because Dillon Brooks is out of the play, and Pods ends up getting a wide open 3. I mean, the ball movement of this team is amazing. Amazing. You would think that they've had Jimmy Butler for 6 years, the way they move this ball. I swear to everything. It is unbelievable, man. All right, look at this tough bucket here by Jimmy Butler. 2:19 left to go in the game. They're up by 1. Look at this. You got Dillon Brooks basically playing full court press. We're going to drive by him, get that leverage, right? When you see Dillon Brooks kind of behind Jimmy Butler, we call this in jail. You do not want to be in jail versus Jimmy Butler because he will demoralize you, right? Driving into the lane, gets a switch onto the young Jabari Smith. He's going to draw a little bit of body contact, overpower Jabari Smith into the opposite direction, and finishes over him. I mean, that finish right there by Jimmy, playoff buckets, unreal, man. What a player. All right, another big time play I love here. We're just going to get the ball up in transition. We have a clear mismatch right away because we're able to get it up so fast. We have Alpi versus Buddy, right? This is one that we want to target almost every single time we hit him. We're going to plant that right foot into the ground, act like we're going to drive to the basket, and once we see him kind of overcommit and start to slide to that left side, all we want to do is step in the opposite direction, create just a little bit of separation, and now Buddy Hield. This was a bold shot, down by 2, 3:30 left to go in the game, but for some reason, when he took this shot, I was like, whoa, this is about to go in. Pull up 3, drains it, and I was like, yo, they are about to win this game, and right there, I knew it. Man, big time shout out real quickly before we get any further into the video. Pods. This dude pods tonight. 9 of 18. Can we put some W's right? Put some W's in the comments for Pods tonight. 19 of 18 from the field, 6 of 11 from 3, 26 points. Jimmy Butler had 27 and 12 made free throws. He was electric from the free throw line, man. What a game. What a win. Let's keep going. All right, another great play here. We get it over to Pods in this left top of the key, the left arc. Now, as we're driving, we're going to kick it over to a driving Draymond Green. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind, look at the way we're positioned right now. We have Jimmy Butler behind the entire defense. Now, you would expect them maybe to just throw that ball right now, but we want him to get lost behind there. We don't want this offense, or this defense, I should say, to know he's out there at all. So what are we going to do? We're going to drive, we're going to kick, and we're going to make Steven Adams think that his guy is Draymond Green. So now all we're doing here as Buddy Hield is we're going to drive, we're going to create Steven Adams to step up even more, and now Jimmy Butler's lost. No one even knows where he is. The defense doesn't communicate, and he gets a wide open layup at the basket. Just a great job understanding how to manipulate this defense into giving you open buckets in transition. They did it all night long. You could talk about that Buddy Hield 3, but then this Buddy Hield pass to find Jimmy wide open. Buddy Hield had a good game as well, man. I know we only had, 15 points and shot 3 of 9 from downtown, but he made some of the most clutch plays in this game. Now, before we get any further into the video, guys, hit that like button. Now, the reason being, if we get over 1,000 likes on this video, we will be dropping a part 2 tomorrow with even more film analysis. So if you want that video, let me know in the comments. And lastly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything. And with that being said, let's dive into the end of the video. Now, again, the last thing I really want to, set across right now is the defense from this Warriors team was incredible. Look at this play here as we find a weak side, Amen Thompson kind of floating open because you got Steven Adams here in that dunker spot. They start to send two because they have a massive mismatch versus Pods and on Alpi, right? So they kind of leave Amen Thompson open and say, hey, Draymond, we're sorry, but you not only got to cover the strong side, big in Steven Adams, but now you got to guard the weak side role in Amen Thompson, and he does it. He goes straight up the law of, the verticality rule, right? Go straight up, makes that tough, no good, right? But now they have a second chance look, potentially, but nope. Jimmy Butler fights for it. Draymond fights for it, dives on the ground, finds Jimmy Butler, and saves an opportunity for the Houston Rockets to expand their lead, man. You got to give Draymond so much credit. All right, last play that we'll show you, one that ultimately won them this game here. Jimmy drives, he gets hurt right here, hurts his hip. You can see him hobbled up, but look how he doesn't give up. A lot of players in this position would go on the ground and they'd, hey, I need a timeout. We need to get me off this floor ASAP. But that's not Jimmy Butler, man. Watch this. He comes up. He is going to set a screen anyway, okay? Now, this is what ultimately confuses the defense because now we have a double drag where we set this double screen. We're going to roll Pods out of this quickly and then attack Jimmy Butler to the left side corner. And what it does is it's going to, one, force a switch. The big man now has to go pick up Pods. They're going to double team Steph Curry because they got the switch they wanted on a Steven Adams. So Amen Thompson says, well, we're not going to let that slide. So they double team. Steph Curry behind the back pass finds Jimmy Butler, and here comes a late closeout here from Dillon Brooks. We have that weak side dunker spot wide open, but with a low shot clock, Jimmy says, I gotta put this up. Look at the body contact right there. Foul. And then send him to the free throw line for 3 free throws. Jimmy Butler's motor, his effort level while being injured is unbelievable, and they end up winning this game playing some really good defense. That first clip I showed you, love it. Guys, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for part 2 if you guys want to see it. Peace.